So greetings. Greetings to you. It's Saturday, and it's the day before Elections Eve. Today is the 30th day of August, and this is 2025. Now, as I awake tomorrow, Sunday, I will be coming online, and possibly, I don't want to project into the future just yet, but if it is convenient, then most definitely, by the permission of the universe, I will make my last pitch to you, the voters. But today, I wanted the thumbnail of the YouTube stream today to have the picture, that beautiful picture there with the president and his family. Now, that's a family. I mean, husband, wife, and children. That is what constitutes a family. Now, those of you who know me and follow me for a while, you understand that I'm not a mainstream person. I do not repeat what's popular in the mainstream arena. I'm not a populist when it comes to talking points. I try to be original. I try to put my mind under pressure. You see, for me, I can never explore or tap into my own capacity if I don't allow myself to see how far I can go. So if my mind can continue to produce thoughts, original thoughts, philosophical thoughts, then that's a good thing. But to borrow from whatever is in the public's domain and what's trending just to look cool or sound cool, it's not my style. It's not my thing. You know, there's nothing sexy about it. You see, people need to get to know you. And the only way they can get to know you is if you are original. So when they see you, they can understand that I have never seen this person before. This is the first time I'm meeting this person. And the reason for that, it is they can't, when they come in contact with you, they cannot immediately associate you with some trendy thing or some well-known person. You must be a total stranger that they must take the time to get to know. They must not come with a preconceived idea based on face value as to who you are, what you are, and how they can figure you out. Then where is the fun in that? People must always learn about you by getting to know you. And that is your opportunity to teach them what you want them to know about you. Never let them fabricate in their mind what they think you should be. Be original. You may be entertained. You may have something that is special about somebody in the public's domain, a so-called celebrity. You know, you may like something about the person, but it doesn't mean that you have to adapt that thing that you may like. Try to walk like the person, talk like the person, and things like that. No. Then you are not giving yourself the opportunity to be original. You're constantly copying other people, copying other people. Today you're this, tomorrow you're something else. When you are original, you are consistent. People see you today, tomorrow it's the same you. 10 years from now, it's the same you. It is better to deal with somebody who is original. You know that what you see is what you get. You go and come, it's the same person. They're not what we call flexible. If they say today, I don't eat pork, and they might say they don't eat pork because they want to accommodate whoever they are sharing that information with. But then tomorrow, they run into somebody else and they tell the person, oh my gosh, pork is my favorite dish, but I don't eat beef. Then the next day, they run into somebody else. They're like, oh, no pork, no beef. I'm a fish person. Then the day after that, they run into somebody who's a vegetarian. And there goes their appetite for meat and fish. People like that, you don't waste your time with. You don't even think about if you can trust them. You know you can't trust them. But somebody who is consistent, they tell you, I eat pork. They meet a Muslim, I eat pork. A Hindu, I eat pork. A vegetarian, I eat pork. If you want to judge me based on the fact that I eat pork, go ahead. It's your loss. But if they would embrace the honesty of the person and say, hey, you eat pork, that's your thing. I'm concerned about your personality, not your appetite. People like that, you can accommodate. My fellow Guyanese, today is the day before elections. I can only tell you what I know. And based on what I know, it is based on my experience with what I'm going to talk about. Your experience is your experience. I am not you. I don't have your taste bud, your upbringing, your convictions, your likes or your dislikes. Nothing about you is similar to me. If I take a thumbprint and 1 million people take a thumbprint at the same time with me, my thumbprint will be distinct, 100% different than the million. There is no other person on the planet Earth that has the same thumbprint like I do. The same with you. There's nowhere else. Even if you are a twin, nobody else on planet Earth, dead or alive, has your thumbprint. And for that reason, you can't be anybody else other than yourself. You can't trust anybody else other than yourself. You can't believe anybody else other than yourself. Why? Because you are unique. You are special. You are important. And you have to really take cognizance of that and treat yourself as the only person on this planet that is like you. And be comfortable with that. Be happy about it. No matter who they are. I can call people whatever. But if they are so insecure to answer to whatever name I call them, it's not on me. It's on them. People can call me by whatever name. If I respond to that, then I'm subscribing to their idea of me. And that stuff will never happen. So you see, I come online as Dr. Love Prasad. People refer to me as Dr. Love Prasad. One person said, how can a black man, he's referring to me, call himself Prasad? No, I didn't respond to the person because I'm not a black man, so I wouldn't answer to that. But I just want to make a point of that. You see, illiteracy is a stumbling block to proper comprehension. This is why I applaud President Airan Ali to make it a universal thing that free education is accessible to all Guyanese, young, old, handicapped, crippled. As long as you have your brain functioning, you have access to any and every level of learning. So when the person said, how can a black man, I saw the fruit of ignorance and illiteracy demonstrated by someone who should have, first of all, listened to my show from the beginning to the end and understood how many times I have said prasad, which came from the word prasad or parasad, which is a sweet offering unto the gods. It's a gift, precious. The name prasad came out of that. There is no copyright. There is no description. There is no identity, unique identity to which the name Prasad must be aligned to. You could be Chinese. You could be whoever. Names are names. Prasad is not a Hindi name or a Christian name, it's a name. What the name symbolizes is what I have to now make my character, my actions, and whatever I do to be consistent with the meaning and the symbolism of that name, which is Prasad means precious gift. Precious means invaluable, important, cannot be bought. So this is what I call myself as a human being, Prasad. Now, because of the fact that you Guyanese, every one of you is unique and special and cannot allow anyone to decide and tell you what they think is good for you. You need to decide what is good for you. Now, what is good for you as a Guyanese person, as an individual? Now, I know what is good for me. Now, what is good for me is a peaceful environment, to be able to have access to any kind of information I wish, to upgrade my learning, to be healthy, to be secure, to have the opportunity to improve myself, in terms of development, economic development, social development, and so on, in a positive light. I know what I need, what I deserve. So therefore, I would never approve of anything less. And the fact that I consider myself important and special, I don't have to tell you to consider yourself important and special. That's not my job. If you are waiting for me, or anyone for that matter, to tell you that you're special, then you have serious problems. Serious problems. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're special. You should know that. And don't go around expecting to hear that. Then you feel like you're important. You are important. That's why you were born. What's the popular saying? The sperm that made it to the egg? That's the champion. Out of millions of sperm, you made it. You're here right now. You're listening to me. You made it. That's all the special you need to know, that you're special. You made it. So did I. So did all of you. So we get that out of the way. Now, because I know that I'm special, I can't settle for less. I must be convinced, because it's my needs, my life, my future, and I decide what is best for me. And let me tell you, the choices that we have, not we, the choices that I have before me, I would list them. Nigel Hughes, Aubrey Norton, Ashreddin Mohammed, Simona Brooms, Amanza Walter Desir, and President Airan Ali. 6 choices I have. I have to choose from amongst 6 candidates vying for my approval, because those candidates, they're not special. I am special. They want my approval. I don't want their approval. They're coming to me to vote for them, right? When I said me, I'm referring to you. All these candidates are coming to you, begging you to vote for them. So who is the special one here? One of the six or you, the voter? You, the voter. I repeat, they are coming to you, begging you, pleading with you to trust them, believe them, and stand beside them. What does that make you? The important one. They're not important, you are important. So because you are important, and to explain this better, I'll use myself. Because I am important, and these candidates are approaching me, and I'm listening, they're pitching. They're making their marketing pitch to me. I'm the sponsor. I'm the guy with the money. I'm sitting down and I'm listening to them. Okay, go ahead. Make your presentation. I'm giving all of them a chance to wow me, convince me, impress me. Because I have this money, I need to invest it. But I'm giving the six a chance to throw it out there. I'm sitting now. You see, remember, I know what I want. I have in my mind what I want. I know what I deserve, what I deserve. I know my worth. And I'm valuing that gem that I have to decide who deserves that amount of my investment, because I need returns for my investment. So I'm listening. Pitch. All of them pitch. So I have to call one of them back to say, hey, you got the deal. Because of the fact that I am important, I am special, and I deserve the best value for my money, I would approve of the best candidate. I don't care if it is my brother or my father, even my beloved mother. If I am not impressed with what they're pitching to me, I will tell them, hey, I love you. You're my blood, but it's just business. It's just business. I have to go with the best. They'll understand, because they would understand that I must do what is good for me and my future. I wouldn't gamble because of ethnicity, because of color, because of religion. No way. It must be a calculated investment that is worth it. The 6 candidates, ladies and gentlemen, I am announcing the candidate who impressed me the most, whose plan I have reviewed, whose approach and track record I have approved of, because I've witnessed it. I've done my research. I've interviewed people. I've talked with people who worked with this candidate, who lived around this candidate. I did my 3rd and 4th and 5th person contact, because I need references, character references. And I've done all of that. And the only candidate that has scored 95% is Airan Ali. Airan Ali. Not President Airan Ali. Not the presidential candidate Airan Ali. Not the politician Airan Ali. Not the statesman Airan Ali. The person Airan Ali got my approval, won me over, blew me away, caused me to not want the session to be over, to tell him, repeat your plan for me, give me another angle, do another proposal. And every time he had done it, I was impressed. I could not deny the fact that this candidate is the best man for the job. Is the best man for the job. Therefore, I called him back now to sign the contract, to tell him what I expect of him. Guyanese, my fellow Guyanese, these 6 candidates pitched before you over and over and over their plans. They introduced you to who they are, how they plan to make you profitable, how they plan to deliver to make your entire life worth living. You've listened, you've heard the criticism, you've seen the evidence, you have done your own investigation. You did all of that. And in your mind, in your right consciousness, you made the decision that the person you will hire is Airan Ali. He is the person that you, the Guyanese, wants to run your company. You want him to become the CEO. Again, you will extend his tenure 5 more years, because you reviewed the 5 years of which you hired him. You gave him as apprenticeship. You gave him the first chance. You reviewed his record. You looked at all of the data, and you came to the conclusion that you will extend his contract for another 5 years, but with a mandate. You see, he told you what he's going to do for your company, for your country, if you extend his contract for the next 5 years. He told you. He presented the manifesto. He also gave you the spreadsheet. You got the data, all of that to let you understand, you see, I performed well. Look at where I brought the country to this point. This is where I'll take it for the next 5 years. He did all of that. You're impressed. You're convinced. You believe the man. You trust the man. Now, the best thing for you to do right now, the best thing for you to do at this moment today, not tomorrow. You need to get that out of the way. Is to let Airan Ali, the candidate, know that he got the job. You need to let him know that. He needs to know that he got the job, that you approved to extend his contract for another 5 years. You, the board members of Guyana, you, the 800,000 plus, you, the board member of Guyana, call the president and let him know unanimously you extended his contract for the next 5 years. I know all of you can't call the man's number at the same time. That's impossible. You might just cause GT&T system to crash or Digicel. But this is how you can call him. I have a simple way of how you can call the president. And my way will work. Like I said, I'm special. I think up things out like that, and I'm sharing it with you because if you want somebody to tell you that you're special, okay, fine. I'm telling you that you're special. And because you are special, I'm telling you now how you can reach out to to Airan Ali to let him know that he got the job. This is how you can do that. Rest today. Clear your mind. Enjoy your family. Plan what you're going to do for the next 5 years. Plan. Put up your decorations. Because every time a contract is signed, you have a celebration. Okay? You have a celebration. So plan the celebration. Whatever your dish or your preference is with meat or fish, whatever, plan it. Get your budget, do your stuff, buy your stuff. Do that today. Do that tomorrow. Monday. This is how you call President. Okay, I'm rushing ahead of myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm going ahead of myself. Okay, fine. President. Call him on Monday. Go out of your house, out of your neighborhood. Find the place where you are registered to vote. Go to the voting station, and if it is possible, leave your phones at home. If it is convenient, leave it at home. You wouldn't need to call 911 because the cops will be everywhere. You don't need the phone that day. Just leave it at home or in your car. Leave it behind. It is less of a hassle when there's nothing there. You just go in there, the pen is already there, the paper is already there. You don't need anything else. Go into that booth and smile. Smile. And then you take your pen and you have the paper, the ballot paper, and on the ballot paper, you will see the different, you will see the People's Progressive Party, the PPPC, with a tiny cup next to it. I think there must be the symbol there. And 2 boxes, one for regional and one for general. 2 boxes. In the box, you put a tiny X. Make sure it doesn't extend the box. The X that you put has to stay in the box, not to touch the edges. No, 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 no. Don't be too excited now. Take your time and just put the X carefully. Nobody can rush you. Carefully in both boxes, because you want your vote to count. You don't want any spoiled ballots. You want it to count. And your vote will count if when you put the X, let me demonstrate quickly for you. Okay. This is the box. This is the box here. The X, you put it. See? It doesn't touch the edges. Doesn't touch the edges. Make sure you take your time and you happily, you know, if your hands are shaking, take your time. Take your time. I'm sure they would have people to help those who can't hold the pen properly. They should have. When you do that, in regional and general, and all Guyana, go into that booth and put the X nicely, small and nice, in both boxes. That is how you call President Ali and you tell him he gets the job. That's how you do it. See? It's simple. That's how you do it. So at the end of polling day, when they start to count the votes, the People's Progressive Party must have 95% of the total votes cast. 95% of the total votes cast. Why should they have that amount? Because the country, the nation Guyana, the people of Guyana unanimously voted to extend the contract of Airan Ali, the presidential candidate, because they saw the record, they looked at his record, they experienced the growth, the beauty, the awesome job the man did while he was functioning as the CEO of Guyana. And the time came when his contract needed to be reviewed and renewed. And they decided, we're going to extend it for the next 5 years. That's how you call him and tell him, congratulations, Airan Ali. Congratulations. The Guyanese people extended your contract. But don't start the celebration just yet. He has to accept. He has to accept. Now, the question you will ask is, why wouldn't he accept? Yeah, I know. I know. But when he says, when he puts his hand on the Quran, and the judge or whoever is conducting the ceremony says, do you, Airan Ali, Mohammed Airan Ali, swear to uphold the Constitution of Guyana, executing the duties as president, and blah, blah, blah. When he says, I will, or I shall, and they sign that, then you celebrate. Then he accepts it. Before that, don't celebrate. After he's sworn in and he's announced, ladies and gentlemen, your president, then is when you celebrate. Don't do it before that. Yes, you go out, you call him by voting for him, voting for the PPPC. Yes, that's good. But like I said, don't start the celebration until Irfan accepts and swears on the Constitution that he will accept the job. I want him to accept it first before I start eating chocolate. That's what I do. I don't drink. I'm going to buy chocolate. For me to buy chocolate, you have to send me your love gift. I can't buy right now. And this ain't funny. Send me a love gift so I can start buying my chocolate and stock it. And then on Tuesday, not Tuesday, I have to the swearing in. I'll keep it until then. But this is how you tell Irfan that he got the job. You vote on Monday, 95%. Then he knows, good, they want me to continue. Now we got that out of the way. Let's move on to my next point now. And this is a bit, people like to say that, you know, Dr. Prasad, you're criticizing how Irfan dances. You're talking about the guy's shoes. What else is there for you to criticize about the president? I don't criticize the dancing anymore. I like the guy dancing. I realize that, like I said before, you have to be yourself. The reason why Guyanese trust their president is because he's not trying to be anybody else. That's Irfan. He likes to dance. Even before he was president. Growing up, he hears music and he's busy. That's who he is. He likes to dance. I mean, he learned a little bit. He's better. He's improving. But that's the guy. There are a few things about Airan Ali that you know he's not pretending. He's not trying to impress anybody. He's not trying to impress anybody. Seriously. If President Irfan is trying to impress anyone, he would visit the barber shop regularly. He would have his beard taken care of regularly. He would have a special makeup artist regularly. He would have maybe 100 pairs of different shoes. And he would have a lot of suits if he wants to impress anyone. But the truth is, Irfan is Irfan. He doesn't like suits. I know the guy. I am sure, Bharat Jagdeo has to tell him, Irfan, can you wear a suit today? I am sure Irfan's wife has to tell him, Irfan, you are the president. Can you please wear a pair of socks? Irfan, you're the president. Can you please just go to the barber shop? I'm sure his wife has to tell him that. And then he would tell his wife, honey, the people I'm going to mix with right now, they don't wear suits. I wasn't born in a suit. I don't want the guy needs to think I'm arrogant. He says, no. I want them to understand that I'm the same Irfan from Lenora. I'm the same Irfan. I wear a shirt like everybody else. I wear a slippers like everybody else. I wear a cheap watch like everybody else. And why should I go to the barber every week? For what? I already have a good wife. You're beautiful, honey. Don't you love me like with my hair messy sometimes? Don't you think the little white is sexy? So why should I need to go and black my thing? And no, Guyanese know that the work is stressful, and so I'm getting gray. They know that. If I'm gonna black my beard for what? To look like I'm insecure, like I'm trying to look young? No, sweetheart. I'm their president, but I'm also their friend, their neighbor. I'm a fellow citizen. They know that about me. So if I'm going to go and talk to my people, I want to dress like them. A jeans and a jersey with a sneakers, a cheap counterfeit Nike sneakers. And you will go to the Chinese and buy it for me. That's how Irfan is. He don't try to impress nobody because he did. Let me rephrase that. Because he impresses or not impress. Let me use a stronger word. Because Irfan has already earned the Guyanese respect and honor based on how he brought the country from 2023 to now, based on how he pulled the country through that crisis of COVID, based on how he managed the resources and balanced the budget. He don't need a suit to do that. Barajak Dio. Let the man wear the t-shirt. You like the suits. I mean, yeah, you look good in it, like me, Jack Dio and I have that in common. So Jack Dio, let us wear the suit. Irfan don't like suit. Leave him, let him, wear his t-shirts and his shirt and his cheap sneakers. Because you see, if the guy is going to go buy the original Nike, they'll say, the PNC will say, you see, he's using the country's money to buy expensive Nike shoes. Now the guy is buying some cheap Chinese counterfeit sneakers, and they're making fun of it. The man is wearing the same branded t-shirt and jeans like everybody else, and they're making fun of it. So that's what I'm telling you, folks. This is why you love the guy. This is why you have approved of Irfan for 5 more years, because you realize that he's just like you. He's not trying to impress anybody. He's not arrogant or pompous. If you piss him off, he'll tell you right there and then, hey, shut the fuck up. He uses other words, but it means the same thing. But then after that, he's going to hug you. Yeah, I don't take it personal. What, you want to fight? You want to fight? That's Irfan. He's going to go to the market, sit down and buy an egg ball, cut it in half, and call one of the guys and say, hey, you can take a half. It's not because he's cheap. It's because he likes to share. He's going to come to your wedding, and instead of going where the fancy guests are, he's going to find the backyard where they're cooking the curry and all these things and say, hey, give me a shirt. I don't want to mess this up. My wife bought it for me. Give me another shirt. And the groom's family is going to go inside and look for some old shirt that her husband wore. And Irfan would put it on and join the cooking party. That's the man. That's why Guyanese approved of him. Because they realized that, hey, this guy is down to earth. I can make a deal with him. He's not going to make promises he can't fulfill because he is afraid of being embarrassed. That's Airan Ali. When you see Irfan is talking the way he's talking, it's because he knows, hey, if I tell you I'm going to run 10 miles, I am going to bet all that I have because I know I can do it. I did it 1,000 times before. He is not going to make any promises that he knows he can't deliver. Irfan is a sensitive guy. He can't deal with embarrassment or humiliation. You have seen for the past 5 years How when the man said, I'm going to do this, and he gambled on other people's promise to him, they're going to get the job done. You saw how he handled it. He told these people, hey, based on what you told me, I made commitments, man. I made commitments and I told these people, hey, I'm going to fix this house in 3 months. Because the guy I trusted tell me he gonna fix it in 2 months. So to be safe, I said 3 months. But when the 3 months come and I see that it's not even close to completion, he start getting nervous. And he's like calling, hey, what's up, man? What's up? You're making me look bad because I told these people 3 months. You told me 2 months. I told them 3 months. Now we're at close to 3 months and you haven't even done 90%. That's because Irfan cannot handle embarrassment. If he makes a commitment, he wants to see it through because he's attaching his credibility, his personality with delivering on that commitment. And you, the Guyanese people, know that about your president. That's why you largely, from the time you hear Ali is coming, you cancel all your appointments. You postpone your birthday celebration because you want to go because, hey, our guy is coming, our favorite guy is coming. He's not this pompous, arrogant leader that can't touch the sand. He will eat with his hands to show you, hey, man, this is me. Being president don't make me different. I'm president because the people trust me to deliver on the mandate. They put the country's future for me to be restored, and I've delivered that. This is why you have approved of Irfan Ali, because he does what he says he will do. And isn't that a beautiful image? To see him there, not in a suit, no large police entourage, just there, him, his wife, and his 2 children, standing on the bridge that he promised to build and actually built it. Isn't that a beautiful image? If he could do that in a short space of time, imagine how many bridges he can build in 5 years. Wouldn't you want to see? At least I would. So I'm saying now, make the deal. Make the deal with Ali and say, hey, I need to earn 50% more in your next 5 years than I'm earning now. This is what I expect of you. He told you what his manifesto is. Now you get the opportunity now and you give him the chance to deliver. Monday, you call him with your vote. You go out, you make a statement and say, now I need you to continue what you started. I need more roads, more bridges, more grants, and maybe you can pitch in some skyscrapers. Let's have some skyscrapers in Guyana. You know, let's see some high-rise buildings go up, and possibly some trains. Yeah, some trains. Tell him that with your votes on Monday. This is Dr. Love Prasad saying, I am your precious gift, and your president is your best that has arrived. Together, let us, with him, make Guyana great. Until next time, enjoy the weekend. Okay.